What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with my top 5 SEC rankings after week 7. And once again, we have a shakeup. We have some changes. If your team is not on my top 5 SEC rankings, don't worry about it. Still plenty of time left in the season for your team to make my top 5 SEC rankings. If they do what they got to do, they'll make it. If they don't, they won't. They need to win some games. That's all they got to do. And they got to look good doing it. But anyway, coming in at number 5, I had some issues trying to decide who I wanted to put at number 5. All right. I had several teams I had to choose from. I took a look at them Georgia Bulldogs, them LSU Tigers, the Tennessee Volunteers, Oklahoma Sooners, and the Missouri Tigers. Okay. I looked at Georgia. I said, they too slow. They start too slow. They can't put points on the board in the first half. They can't seem to stop nobody from scoring in the first half. Now, Georgia, the second half, they're a damn good second half team. But they are a terrible first half team. That showed against those Tennessee Volunteers. It showed against those Auburn Tigers this past week. Now, I know they won both of those games. But these slow starts for these Georgia Bulldogs, it's going to eventually bite them in the ass. I can guarantee you that. So with the slow start that those Georgia Bulldogs been having, took their name out the hat. Get them up out of here. All right, then I looked at those LSU Tigers. Those LSU Tigers, that stagnant ass offense, they can't score over 20 points on a Power 4 program. They cannot. And they have not scored over 20 points on a Power 4 program. Nope, they done played, 3 SEC games, I believe, and they ain't, it's terrible. It's terrible. So, hey, it is what it is. I had to throw their damn name out the hat because they can't put points on the board. So, hey, it is what it is. They done scored over 20 points in 2 games, and that was against La Tech, and they ain't scored but 23 on them. And then some little Rudy-Poot team out of Louisiana. I mean, it was Southeast Louisiana. I think that's who it was. They put 56 on them, but 17 on Clemson. I mean, it's terrible for this LSU team. And they don't deserve to be in my top 5 SEC rankings with that offense. No way, no how. Get them out of here. Threw their name out the hat. Then I looked at those Tennessee Volunteers. Those Tennessee Volunteers, that defense is terrible. They can't stop nobody. That Tennessee defense, everybody puts up points on them. All right. If you look at their schedule, they started out with who? They started out with Syracuse. Syracuse put up 26 on them. East Tennessee State put 17 on them. Georgia put 44 on them. UAB put 24 on them. Mississippi State put 41 on them. And then a bad Arkansas team with no head coach put up 31 on them. Come on now, you ain't going, you don't deserve to be in no top 5 with that defense. And I know Tennessee fans ain't going to like it. Georgia fans probably won't like it. But I don't care. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Tennessee, you got to see my Alabama Crimson Tide this weekend. All right. And we got an offense for your ragged ass defense. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, Tennessee's defense, for that reason, get them out of here. Take their name out the hat. Then I looked at those Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma looked like a different team this past weekend against those Texas Longhorns. Without a John Mateer, a healthy John Mateer running that offense, they look terrible. I mean, absolutely atrocious. The Oklahoma Sooner team that I looked at this past Saturday looked like a whole different Oklahoma team. From the previous 4 or 5 games that they done played. They look absolutely terrible against Texas. Now, I know it was a rivalry game, but damn, you didn't have to look that bad. Hell, it was a rivalry game for y'all just like it was for Texas. And I'm sure everybody and their mama picked y'all to win. And Oklahoma came out looking the way they did. Get them out of here. Get their name out the damn hat. Now, not Texas, but Oklahoma, they might look like a totally different team the rest of the season. Because you remember my Alabama Crimson Tide, week 1 lost to Florida State. Look bad at doing it, too. Look bad doing it. But look at them. They turned it around. Oklahoma can do the same thing. But the way Oklahoma looked this past week, I can't put them in my top 5 SEC rankings after week 7. I just can't. Okay, that leaves me with Missouri. I looked at Missouri. Missouri coming off a loss against my Alabama Crimson Tide. But if you look at the numbers, Missouri, second ranked in rushing defense, ninth in passing defense, 14th in scoring defense, second in total defense, 7th in total offense, 6th in rushing offense, 2nd in rushing touchdowns. Well, Ahmad Hardy, they running back, is 2nd in rushing touchdowns and 1st in rushing yards per game. Which one of them teams is doing what Missouri is doing? Neither one of them. So therefore, I put Missouri at number 5 in my top 5 SEC rankings after week 7. Yeah, I think it's justified. Because I told y'all all these other teams, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, and Oklahoma, I gave you a specific reason why they didn't make it at number 5. So get them out of here. Try again next week. All right. Anyway, Missouri coming in at number 5. Did I go over last week? Oklahoma was number 1. Texas A&M was number 2. Bama was number 3. Ole Miss was number 4. And Vandy was number 5. I believe I already went over that. But anyway, Missouri coming in at number 5 this week. All right. Coming in at number 4. I know they didn't play this weekend. Those Vanderbilt Commodores. I just told you Vanderbilt was at number 5 last week. But this week they at number 4, even though they didn't play. Because guess what Missouri is doing? Not Missouri, but guess what Vandy is doing besides Alabama? They took care of every opponent in royal fashion that they done played. I mean, they beating the brakes off everybody besides my Alabama Crimson Tide. Guess what they did? Game 1, they put up 45. Game 2, they put up 44. Game 3, they put up 31 against South Carolina in their house. Then they put up 70 points. Then they put up 55 points. Showed in, and then they made a buzzsaw when they came to Tuscaloosa. Sure did. And guess what? They defense ain't half bad. It sure ain't. They defense ain't half bad. And then Vanderbilt, they scoring over 43 points a game and only allowing 19 points a game. So that's good. That is good. So Vanderbilt coming in at number 4, and I think it's justified. I think they deserve to be the number 4 team in the nation. Well, not in the nation, but in my top 5 SEC rankings, because they ain't damn sure ain't the number 4 team in the nation. But I think they deserve to be the number 4 team in my top 5 SEC rankings after week 7. Coming in at number 3, I got them Ole Miss Rebels. All right. Ole Miss had some trouble this weekend against Washington State. Ole Miss going to have to step it up. I'm going to tell you that right now. They need to step it up. All right. Ole Miss, I like Pete Golden's defense. You know what I'm saying? Ole Miss scoring 37 points a game. But that defense is only giving up 19 points a game. That's a recipe for success. Pete Golden, what was all this when you was at Alabama? But anyway, this offense of Ole Miss, they done put up 63 points, 33 points in game 2, 41 in game 3, and 45 in game 4. The last 2 weeks, they only put up 24. But me saying this, all right, and me saying I like that defense, they still winning some close games. A bad Kentucky team put up 23 points on them. But that, even though they put up 23, that's not a lot of points. But this offense, I think this offense is legit with Trinidad Chambers. Trinidad Chambers is a hell of a quarterback. Remember, the Georgia Bulldogs got to face him, and they can't start off slow with Trinidad Chambers and Lane Kiffin and this Ole Miss offense. I tell you that right now. They cannot do it. I think Ole Miss, I think they're going to step it up against Georgia and won't have these troubles this week because you know Lane Kiffin, he got it out for Georgia just like he had it out for him last year. I know they got to go to Sanford Stadium. That's all fine and dandy. Lane Kiffin can be the second team to beat Georgia at home this year. We'll see if he can make it. But Ole Miss, they're a pretty good damn team. I know they done had some close wins. Everybody done had some close wins. You know what I'm saying? But hey, long as you winning, that's all that counts. That's all that counts. Ole Miss has not lost a game. They sitting at 6-0, 1, 2, 3-0 in the SEC. And I feel like 3-0 in the SEC, sitting at 6-0 is justified as Ole Miss being the third ranked team in my SEC rankings. I think it's justified. Anyway, coming in at number 2, I got them Texas A&M Aggies. They 6-0 also 3-0 in the SEC. All right. So, man, Texas A&M, they just coming off a win against the Florida Gators, 34-17. First half. Matter of fact, I think Florida scored on them first, but that's never mind. This defense of Texas A&M, they pretty damn good. Even though the first 3 games they gave up some points, 24, 22, and 40. The last 3 games, 10 points, 9 points, 17 points, all to SEC programs. All right. Yeah. Only gave up 10 points to Auburn. Only gave up 9 points to Mississippi State. Only gave up 17 points to Florida. All right. I know it was a close game against Auburn, but they totally dominated Auburn in that game, even though they only won by 6 points. All right. The object of the game is to win the game, and that's what they did. That's what they did. So Texas A&M is a damn good team. They are a damn good team. Came out, beat up Notre Dame in game 3. Well, they ain't beat them up, but they won the game by 1 point. Object of the game is to win the damn game. I know Notre Dame got off to a freaking 0-2 start, but Notre Dame done picked it up now. Now they sitting at 4-2, and they ranked. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Everybody want to complain about Notre Dame. They always getting the benefit of the doubt. Well, yeah, they got off to a rough start. But guess what they doing? They picking themselves up off the mat. All right. And guess what? They did the same thing last year. They lost game 2 against NIU, picked themselves up off the mat, and made it all the way to the national championship game. That's what it's all about. So if your team ain't in my top 5 SEC rankings and they got a loss or 2, can they pick themselves up off the mat and do what Notre Dame did in 2024? That's what my Alabama Crimson Tide trying to do. But anyway, I got Texas A&M coming in at number 2 because I think they're a really good team. And plus, they ain't got no losses. That's all I'm saying. And coming in at number 1, I know you ain't going to like it. I know you haters ain't going to like it, but it's my Alabama Crimson Tide. Who got a better resume than my Alabama Crimson Tide? Somebody, anybody let me know what SEC team out there as of right now then beat three undefeated top 25 ranked opponents. SEC ranked opponents at that. 3 weeks in a row. Give me another SEC team that did that this year. And give me a team right now that's playing better football than my Alabama Crimson Tide. Give me a quarterback in the SEC now that's playing better football from the quarterback position than my quarterback, Ty Simpson. Give me another one. A team or a quarterback. Come on now. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. My Alabama Crimson Tide. Let me get to this dang on thing. My Alabama Crimson Tide sitting at 5-1, 3-0 in the SEC. Got a ranked wins over number 5 Georgia at the time, number 16 Vanderbilt at the time, and number 14 Missouri at the time. And we gonna take care of number 11 when this came out, Tennessee this week. And then we still got LSU and Oklahoma on the schedule. 2 top 25 SEC teams. Come on, man. Stop the press. Stop the press. Ain't nobody in the SEC playing better football than my Alabama Crimson Tide. And no team in the SEC is looking better than my Alabama Crimson Tide right now. And like I said, ain't no quarterback in the SEC playing better football from the quarterback position than my quarterback, Ty Simpson. Not a one. So you can get mad, you can cry, you can bitch, you can moan, but ain't nothing you can do about it. Sure ain't. I know we got a loss against an unranked Florida State team in week 1, but just like I just said, it's about picking yourself up off the mat. And that's what my Alabama Crimson Tide has done in epic fashion. Epic fashion. And I told you what Missouri was. Let me go over it again. Missouri, 7th in total offense, 6th in rushing offense. Got a running back that's 2nd in rushing TDs and a running back that's 1st in rushing yards per game. And that running back against my Alabama Crimson Tide only had 52 yards rushing. Come on now. His average on the season was 146 yards per game. Rushing yards. 146. And my Alabama Crimson Tide held him to 52. Come on, man. Make it make sense. Held the daggone Missouri to only 50 some odd yards the whole second half. 50 whatever yards rushing. We'll say put it in the middle. 55 yards rushing in the second half after they rushed for over like 115 yards in the first. Halftime adjustments. That's what they call it. And my Alabama Crimson Tide also beat the 3rd-ranked rushing offense. Come on, man. 3rd-ranked rushing offense. The 2nd-ranked rushing defense. 7th in total offense. 2nd in total defense. That's what my Alabama Crimson Tide beat. Sure did. Now tell me, my Alabama Crimson Tide don't deserve to be number 1 in my top 5 SEC rankings or in your top 5 SEC rankings. What they done did from week 2 up until now is simply amazing. Sure is. Sure is. Georgia, Vanderbilt, Missouri, another Power 4 opponent in Wisconsin. Beat them too. So hey, it is what it is. In Tennessee, you next. You next. I might as well go ahead and buy my cigar. But anyway, that's my top 5 rankings, SEC rankings after week 7. My Alabama Crimson Tide at number 1. Texas A&M Aggies at number 2. Ole Miss at number 3. Vandy at number 4. And Missouri at number 5. Now, with my Alabama Crimson Tide beat the shit out of Tennessee this week, nobody should have any problems with my Alabama Crimson Tide being number 1 in my top 5 SEC rankings after week 8. No problems. I know you got some problems with it now. But next week, I don't want to hear nothing. Now, if my Alabama Crimson Tide happen to lose to those Tennessee Volunteers, which I doubt will happen, then it'll be some changes. You can believe that. But as of right now, that's just the way it is. And if you got any problems with it, put it in the comment section. If you agree, put it in the comment section. If you don't agree, put it in the comment section. Okay? But until then, till next week, this is my top 5 SEC rankings. Number 1, Bama. Number 2, Texas A&M. Number 3, Ole Miss. Number 4, Vandy. Number 5, Missouri. All right, that's just the way it is. Now, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.